Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Mysterious Mr. Ryan and welcome to the Little Shopping Village. Now this is a build using the new expansion pack, The Sims 4 Get to Work, and I wanted to build a little shopping village with a few different types of shops in it, and again using some designs and some styles that I've not really used before. So the shopping village itself contains three major shops. Now there's the bakery, there is the build you can see me working on now, which is essentially a clothing store, and there's also a little project that's sort of quite close to my heart, but I'll explain a little bit more about that one as we get there. So first thing I'm doing here is, so you can see, laying down all the floor plans, and this is going to be the bakery. So going to start working on the upper balconies. Again, nothing too massive, just a nice little area for your Sims to come and stand outside, mainly if they're working there. But again, there's no reason why normal Sims can't come outside as well. So just placing down the roof now, a nice interesting design with the roof. I want to go with a two-layer curve, a curve one way and then a reverse the other. So as you can see, there's the curve on the first roof, and I'm just expanding the second roof now to get the nice curve on the top, and a chimney just to finish off what will be the bakery. And what better than that nice red roof. So the bakery itself is sort of a red and yellow theme throughout. So as you can see, here comes the red and white railings around, and just as we move into the nice big contrasting red doors, just lower the roof down a little bit. So big red windows. I don't know why, but I just felt the red and yellow were really contrasting, and I actually really liked it. It was a shame that these side windows, I couldn't get a sort of red window to go there that sort of fitted the theme. I could only get grey, but I actually think it breaks it up. I thought there was a lot of red in there, although there's even more yellow, there was a lot of red, so I actually think the grey is a bit subtle, so I think it turned out alright. So a nice cross pattern with the stairs. I could have easily put the stairs in the same direction, just had one wider bank of stairs, but I want to do something again just a little bit different. So as we move around the outside, just placing down all the cabinets where all the stock will go up for sale, and needed to put some mats in the corner for what will become some nice little seating areas. So yellow mats to match the yellow walls, and some yellow chairs as well. Sorry, said the word yellow so many times now, it's becoming hard. So here, place down the counter, register, and a couple of plants either side as well to brighten up the seating area, which you can see me place down now. So here comes the yellow table and chairs. Place down 3 of these in total inside. The 2 on the edge spin, as you can see there, and the one in the centre is slightly off centre, just to break up the line a little bit. A couple of plants down in the centre, a few pictures to brighten up the area, and then it's time to start working on what will be the outside. So the outside just pretty much contains some outdoor seating. There's not really too much here. So place down tables and chairs with an umbrella, and gone with white on the outside actually, again to change the theme up a little bit. Although I liked the red and yellow, it got a bit too much. Now those lights that you've just seen me place have got to be like my favourite lights at the moment. Don't know when they came in. They came in as part of a patch, and I just fell in love with them. So you can see them get used quite a lot in this build. So as we move to the upper story, place down the nice big neon sign. I've actually put it through the windows. Strange, I know, but want to do something a little bit different, something I hadn't seen before, and that pretty much fitted that build perfectly. So the upstairs will be basically where the staff canteen staff room, I think is the phrase I was looking for. Staff room area will be, and also a nice seating area. So the seating area is actually going to be a very long bay of surfaces, and then also some mats underneath, and a nice long row of chairs. So your Sims can buy their cakes and come up here and basically look out over the view, because this is the 50 by 50 lot in the centre, and you've got nice views of all the trees and stuff going on outside. So in the staff room, again, why change from a classic? So gone with the yellow counters once more. Couldn't get yellow utensils actually, would you believe? So I had to go with a sort of an orangey yellow, somewhere in between, but again, kind of stands out because there's a bit of a contrast in the colours there. So what staff room is complete without somewhere for your Sims to come and sit and relax away from the customers? So table, a few chairs, and also what better thing to do than have somewhere for your Sims to work. So here is basically the bakery itself, so that's where the magic happens. So your Sims can come up here, they can take a bit of time to relax or bake some cakes. So this is the room of what will be the secret project. So I'm not going to say too much about this at the moment. This will become clear of what it is a bit later on, but for the time being, just working on the outside now, just laying out some windows. As you can see at the front, a hell of a lot of doors, and I actually quite liked the way that looked. Although it was multiple entrances, I actually quite liked the fact it was sort of almost one big door. Again, just thought, I don't really know, it's just one of those designs that I bumped into, I liked. I have no reason for liking it, it's just something I went with and was quite pleased with. So big apex on the roof in that nice green tinge, and then for the outside, what better than nice big slabs and a sign outside, and again my tree lights come to pay us a visit. So now it's time to work on the clothing store. So the clothing store starts off with the outside wall. So I opt for this nice light blue for the outside, then some big bay windows. Now these will actually be essentially display windows, and they're going to be where the mannequins are going to stand. Now at the moment I only actually have one on display in there, but you could easily put as many as you want in there. It's quite a large big bay, but I didn't want to clutter it up myself, but there's no reason. Your mileage may vary, so you could easily put more there in if you want it. So the way I've worked this is one side basically has a red theme and the other has a green theme. No real reason for the colours, just to separate them, and inside one I put down a female mannequin and the other I put down a male mannequin. So the room that you just saw me paint purple, that is going to be what will be basically the staff room, and this main area here is going to be where all the stuff is up for sale. So interesting design here I've done here, which is the two half circles, which is basically where I put mannequins on there, and with the mirrors it just gave a really nice effect of being able to see the whole product in basically a 360 surround. So again, interesting but strange design that I really quite liked, and this is where all the children's stuff is. So the children's stuff is in this area, and just place down a couple of chairs as well for the parents to come and sit while the Sims try on all the clothes. Now put down a few stickers to brighten up the place a little bit, and again place down some robes and a couple of basically places for Sims to buy shoes, and some shelves as well with some shirts on. I have to admit, shirts are one of the most common items in the game to actually use in clutter, so you do see me place a lot of shirts down in the end of this. There's not really much I could do about that. There wasn't really much I could put in the clothing theme that actually fitted, so kind of went with this. There's also a pedestal down there as well. So here come the stairs, just lighting up the place now. The stairs lead up to the upper story, which is sort of a photo area, but I'll get to that when we get there. Just put a doorway into the staff room, place down a couple of robes in some different colours, and now it's time to match the stairs to the walls. So next we need to put down a counter. Now the counter places with the register and a nice coat stand beside it. Place down a nice big rug with a couple of display stands on each of the corners, and also a nice long table. And what would be complete with that, a gigantic mirror to admire what your clothes are you're actually buying. So again, the shirts come into play once more, and just placing them down on some of the tables, and also a couple of mannequins down as well for your Sims to put some items on, see what they're going to look like. So now it's time for the staff room. Now the staff room is this nice shade of purple actually, and what better to match with purple than more purple. So purple countertops, purple appliances. Much to my distress, I placed down even more purple. Why change a good habit? So there goes the purple TV stand with a nice big flat screen TV, and a purple sofa to complete pretty much any shade of purple you could possibly want in a staff room. So time to move to the upper story now. The upper story is, as I mentioned earlier, it's kind of a dressing room / photography area. It's quite a nice place to be. So nice big open area, and because let's be honest, this is photography, we wanted a nice big roof for the clothing store, and then some huge bay windows as well, as you'll see me place very shortly. So just matching the roof up and the walls, and as you can see here are the big bay windows I was talking about. So nice big bay windows, so letting as much light as humanly possible. So just marking down some walls now for where the studios will be. So just going round. Now the reason for the windows being as big as they are is simply because I wanted to do something a bit different. Now there is these photography banks in there, I wanted to use them, and unfortunately they are really big, so there is nowhere to put them, but we'll get to that in a moment. So this is kind of a dressing area come demonstration area. So again, a quarter circle of mirrors and a couple of screens as well for a bit of privacy. Light up the area, and a couple of mannequins go on each of the mats where you can demonstrate the clothes, and again you can get a pretty good surround view of what the clothes are going to look like on the mannequin. A nice pedestal placed down as well for basically some more shirts, and also some shoe racks as well, because what is complete without some shoe racks? So anyway, moving swiftly on, time to put some banisters down, make this place a little safer than it actually is, and then put down the big photography stands. And as you can see, due to their sheer size, there really isn't much more you can put down up here, so I pretty much leave it there for that. Place down this nice piece of artwork at the front, a nice sign and a couple of doors, and again my trees come to pay us a visit. Don't really know why actually, I just really love them. So now comes the mystery build. Now the mystery build is something, as I mentioned earlier, is really close to my heart, and you could basically call this a Mysterious Mr. Ryan shop, because this is basically a shop designed for me. This shop contains every single item that I use on a regular basis. Now I say every single item, it's most, or at least the more common ones, or things I'm most proud of. So this basically contains a lot of items that I actually use in most of my builds. At least you'll see me use a reasonable amount. So placing down all the cabinets and pedestals down first, and some nice corner cabinets as well. And then it's time to actually start placing down some of the items. So you'll see things you recognise, for example the gnomes, they're quite common in all my chess sets. The flamingo only made a single appearance so far, but I want to use it a bit more. That made an appearance in the Friends build. The shirts are just general clutter, along with the books and the candles. As you can see here, the teddy bears that I use quite a lot in my older style builds. Again, classic screen, not really much more to say with that, and a few plants as well. The Queen's bust has played a part as being the Queen essentially, along with that Knight of Shining Armour stand. And just going around here, you see me place down the spice rack and the knife rack as well. A few lights I commonly use, and then it's time on to the upper story. Now the upper story has to be one of my favourite areas. The upper story basically is a demonstration room. That's the simplest term about it, and it's a demonstration room of pretty much my proudest sort of builds, if I'm honest with you. This, as you can see, I've placed down a nice rug there in black and white, gone with one of the most iconic tables I use with the alternating black and white chairs, which is something that came out so much better than I could have hoped for, so much so I'm actually going to try and use that in my next build. Again, seating area, you see the TVs I use and the common TV stands, along with some classic couches I use, and again the bedroom and a bit of bedroom furniture as well. The Enigma bookshelf, and the grand piano, obviously, a couple of violins and an iconic chessboard. Now here comes my favourite bit. Now this is the actual kitchen, and this is the way it's designed from the Salmagundi project, which uses basically a bar in the build, and I could not believe at the time how well it came out, and even to this day it's one of my most proud kitchens, and I just wanted to use it a bit more. So as you can see here, nice red countertops that just fit in with that bar absolutely perfectly. So again, some bar stools light up the area, and now it's pretty much time just to finish it off with a nice table and move to the outside. So the outside to most shopping centres consists of pretty much areas to come and sit and eat, and in the case of this, where you're out in the countryside a little more, some places for some barbecues or some picnics. So first things first, put down some trees, give the area a bit of a spread out, and then is place down a couple of lampposts to light up the area, and some benches as well for your Sims to come and sit at. And also place down a couple of rubbish bins and some barbecues as well. And now that pretty much sums up the little shopping village itself. So while I'm going to show you some glamour shots, let's talk a little bit about the build itself. So this build took probably about a week and a half to design, pretty much since the game came out, the expansion at least. I've been working on this kind of idea. It is done on the 50x50 lot, so I know it's quite big and can be a bit problematic for some of you with the slower computers who can't handle a lot. So if that is the case, apologies, the next build will be significantly smaller, I assure you. If you do like this build, the little shopping village is available for download on the gallery on the Sims 4 Mysterious Mr. Ryan page. If you do like this video, please don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button down below, and also you can follow me on Twitter at Ryan Lurie, links in description to that and a lot of my other stuff, along with some links to my playlist as well for some of my other builds. So ladies and gentlemen, I hope you have enjoyed this little build. I really enjoyed making it, and hopefully I'll see you again next time. But ladies and gentlemen, my name is Mysterious Mr. Ryan, this is the little shopping village, and I'm out. I'll see you later, and take care.